Hello, everyone. We will resume the refutation of some common misconceptions about Islam from Western perspective. Now, this person said in a comment, I don't see Islam as being compatible with Western values. Certainly not my values. Now, we have several questions before we answer this comment. First of all, well, Islam is either compatible or incompatible with Western values. So, do we have to make Islam compatible with Western values? Not necessarily. Or shall we say that Islam is completely incompatible with Western values? We don't have to say that as well. And what are Western values to begin with? Are we talking about freedom, justice, equity? Now, if these are positive values, then we will find them in Islam. But Islam doesn't have to be fully compatible with Western values to begin with, because the standards of Islam are divine standards. It's a religion that is revealed from God for the sake of humanity. So we will find values such as justice, equity, anything that abolishes corruption and so on and so forth in Islam. But this doesn't mean that we have to make it compatible with Western values. And here we are assuming that Western values are superior to all other values. The superiority of West is an assumed superiority. And the West has been using violence, organized violence, invasions, taking over resources, bombing third world countries, etc., etc. And this is how they assume that they are superior. So let's find out here through my reply to this claim. Well, this means you don't know what Islam is all about. Read some books. You will learn that Islam stands for justice, mercy, equity, moral values, good manners, and struggling against corruption. Many far-right politicians who hated Islam changed their minds after learning about it from its authentic sources. Look up these two Dutch parliament members from Holland, Arno van Doorn and Joram van Cleveren. Best wishes from my Muslim heart. Well, here our friend John responded by saying, neither is Christianity, but Christians don't form governments that do the punishing here on earth. Islam is not compatible with a free country. Now, I think here he was responding to what I wrote in this comment. I wrote, Islam is not compatible with alcoholism, nudity, promiscuity, pornography, immorality, gambling, drugs, usury, rape, harassment, etc. And these are commonly found in the West. In the name of freedom, all of these vices have been allowed and have been seen as permissible in the West in the name of freedom. So here he wrote, neither is Christianity, which means that Christianity as well is not compatible with all these vices and that I already mentioned in my comment. Okay, good. So what is Christianity doing to prevent such vices and corruption in the society? Almost nothing. But Christians don't form governments that do not do the punishing here on earth. So we shall let people do all kinds of sins and vices and all these things that are prohibited, and we shall just sit down and observe without any authority. Now, this is a major difference. Islam has a system of rules which prevent the spread of such vices and sins in the society. So he's saying here, Islam is not compatible with a free country. So the main ideology that he adopts is not Christianity, it's liberalism. And it's the common denominator. All of those who are opposing Islam, they they embrace liberalism because they see Islam as a set of restrictions to whatever they desire to do, to their whims and desires. And we need such restrictions. As we need speed limits on the highway, as we need to keep our seatbelts fastened, and we are going to be fined by the government, by the police, if we don't fasten our seatbelt. So, such restrictions are for the safety of individuals and society as well. And this is why we need to practice such restrictions. Now, I had a long comment in response to that, and I hope that you'll find the reason behind these responses in my comment. So, I wrote, absolute freedom is a gateway to deviance and corruption. There must be limits for man's freedom to save him from evil. You should realize that you're objecting Islamic laws which are similar to those in your Bible's Old Testament. I studied the Bible for years, and I know what I'm talking about. If you're a believing Christian, are you pleased with all the deviances that are taking place in your country in the name of freedom? Islam's rules and laws are not only about punishment. There are many preventive laws which precede punishment and aim at preventing crimes. For instance, Islamic laws combat poverty through abolishing usury and implementing zakah, mandatory almsgiving. And the Islamic State is a welfare state that works on satisfying the basic needs of all citizens: food, clothing, shelter, medical treatment, education. Thus, one great motive for theft will be eliminated. The same applies to fornication and adultery. Islam imposes decency and commands lowering gazes, which means that there will be no public nudity or pornography. It also encourages marriage, and thus the incidence of harassment, rape, fornication, and adultery will be much less. I hope that I made my point clear, and have a good day. So, in the end, I hope that you benefited from the information in this video, and all I just wish for is that more people will start learning and reading about Islam from its genuine scriptures and sources. Take care of yourselves until next time.